All right, welcome back, everybody. We're here for another cloud stream. So I wanted to make a few stronger, I guess, more bold changes. I wanted to iterate on the classic cloud deck list for a sec, just to try to maybe improve some matchups and not horribly at the expense of other matchups. So I'll kind of talk through some of my thoughts here, and maybe we can dig through some other cloud lists. I have been thinking about, so we talked a lot about Forge New on last week's stream. Kitty, cut it out. Go away. We talked a lot about Forge New on last week's stream and how it was kind of underwhelming. There are a couple other cards that are kind of on my radar. I've been looking to make sure that I can try to get an edge in the Aragorn matchup where I can. It's just a matchup that's always going to be tough, even if you think you have a pretty good matchup. I've found that Cloud's Aragorn matchup feels like pretty 50-50 to me. So, obviously, I'd like to get some edges where I can. I've also found that, the Hand of Vecna solved a lot of problems for the deck, and, we don't necessarily maybe need some of the anti-combo cards. It's, possible we can cut Ethersworn Canonist. That card's not really been showing up. Stuff like that. And as soon as I loaded a copy of the deck list so I can make some... There we go. Eternal Weekend Atlanta decided, yeah, I'm, guaranteed not going to Atlanta at this point. It's, just way too close. I'm hoping that Eternal Weekend announces their schedule and I will book. They literally went live today with badges and still have not announced their schedule. They said it's coming out in a few days. So, I am likely going to Eternal Weekend, but not locked. I'm also going to be unhappy about it because Eternal Weekend this year has just had the worst fucking scheduling possible. They announced that trials were coming back, the trials to win buys for the main event. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Trials to win buys for the main event, and they announced that yesterday, and people have had their flights booked for months and just aren't showing up on Thursday. It's just this year's Eternal Weekend's a fucking disaster. It's just a huge mess. Aragorn, I guess, is what we're calling it. Let's make some, It's cloud time, indeed. So, let's set aside some of the biggest underperformers in the deck, I think, and do a little bit of talking. God, I go so back and forth on the Springleaf Drum. I should just cut it once and just see how it feels, but it's a card that, unlike some of these other ones, does show up pretty consistently as a card that I enjoy having in the deck, especially with the critical mass of 1-drops. Where's my Forge Anew? Get this shit over here. It's possible we put Unexpectedly Absent in this pile. It's probably the worst of our removal spells at this point. And I wanted to potentially add in some of the better cards against Aragorn and control matchups, self-contained threats add to the board without casting spells, Tithe Taker as, a split the difference between Doom Traveler and good card against counter spells, Aragorn, stuff like that. I wanted to try Anduril or whatever it is, the fake sword of X and Y. No, nice, I just got it in one. Chad, do we play this one? Just the absolute worst possible one. Wait, there are two. Wait, what is this? Narsil Reform. Oh, okay, this one's the bad one. This one has Ascend and whatever other bullshit. I want Flame of the West. And this one, I can read Flame of the West on there. Equipped creature gets +3/+1? Is that correct? Yeah. +3/+1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, create 2 tapped 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying. If that creature is legendary, instead create 2 of those tokens that are tapped and attacking. If you want to make opponents lose on time, it'll take them 3 minutes to read that it's a good choice. Yeah, let's get this in here. But I've seen this in a lot of lists. I kind of want to try it. I think it's one of the better possible equipment you can grab against Aragorn, because that matchup really is about board presence more than it's about protection from certain colors or anything other than that. So outside of the general formal wear and Skullclamp being broken, there hasn't really been a nice card that I really want to grab. Usually just kind of grab Sword of Fire and Ice because it produces some value. It can remove some creatures. It's got 2 relevant protection colors, obviously, but doesn't protect against, like, the white cards. And I don't want to glut the deck with swords, I think. I think these cards are kind of expensive. And I don't really want to be drawing them very often. And you really don't tutor them often. I'd say I probably tutor up a Sword of X and Y as my first, like, 3 Cloud Tutors. Sub 5%. So I kind of wanted to just, like, give this a whirl. We could always just, like, keep one of these cards in here. Unexpectedly Absent, I think, is, like, a fine card. So maybe we just leave the Unexpectedly Absent in the deck and just kind of do a swap like this. A couple more. I kind of wanted to, like, make some more broad strokes changes. We could maybe cut, like, a Get-In, I guess, if we're, like, really trying to improve the Aragorn matchup more and more, but I'm not sure what else could even be cut at this point. Maybe we cut the... Galadriel's Dismissal is actually pretty good. It really comes up for me a lot. But Sword of Feast and Famine, back on track. Sword of Feast and Famine, I think, has been, like, a pretty consistent underperformer. I added this to the deck originally because I didn't really have a good equipment to get versus Isusa. And obviously now we have Hand of Vecna, which has just vastly improved all of the uninteractive matchups like Leair, Isusa, stuff like that, to the point that I'm not super interested in Feast and Famine. There are matchups where, like, pro green, pro black is really good. You play against Slimefoot and Squee or Grist or, like, random, like, mono black decks and stuff where you will probably miss having a card like Sword of Feast and Famine in your deck, but that's kind of the trade-offs we have to make at this point. Are there more instances where you want an Anduril in your deck than a Sword of Feast of Famine? Probably. Sort of pro, not Aragorn colors, not Cloud colors, is a pretty rough sell. Like, technically pro Atraxa colors, but, like, green is barely an Atraxa color, and it's, like, pro black. That's it. Not pro blue or white, which are definitely more of the main Atraxa colors. I mean, pro the black removal spells, but, like, not a lot else. I think just being able to have an equipment that plays to the board can be nice. But also, like, untapping your mana is nice. Well, it's tough, right? I say this every time. The cards that I have in the deck, I'm all pretty happy with. Maybe Forge Anew excluded. So it's really tough making cuts. So let's just try this. Unless there's, maybe, actually, let's do it like a real quick... I think we were doing this a little bit last week, but then we kind of got distracted. We were just doing this between rounds, looking through, like, the average Cloud lists lately and seeing if there's anything cool. I also think that maybe we should just cut the Ancient Den. I haven't gotten punished by it yet, but I think it's just bad. It's solely in here for the minor synergy with Pure Steel Paladin. I think it has no other relevance, but it hasn't gotten blown up by any artifact destruction yet, so I haven't gotten punished. I think Command Beacon's pretty bad. I think Darksteel Citadel is complete dog shit. Mirror... I think I should probably cut the Mishra's Factory. I don't really know why I haven't. But Mishra's Factory is a nice add if you're trying to improve the Aragorn matchup a little. Like, just these hidden creatures that can just pop out and attack after casting some removal spells is nice. My poor Basri, only 0.3% of decks. We could, like, add the Sid, maybe? This card doesn't really strike me as very good against Aragorn. It can, like, generate some value if you play it down late. Maybe we'll play the Sid. A lot of people are playing it, and I cut it fairly early. About half the players are on the Cannon Nest. Surprised to see Wisp in so many lists still. Everyone likes Hello Trooper. I cut this card. I'd rather play Sid than Hello Trooper, I think. I don't really know what the draw is. I also, like, tear my hair out every time someone registers an Ismar Hound of Konda. There's just no reason you should ever put this in the deck. I don't get it at all. Thank God Oswald seems to be facing out, only 0.2. Sanctifier... I could, like, maybe see some world where you play Sanctifier in Vec. If you're, like, scared of Deadpool, maybe. But I think, again, very theoretically, I think the Deadpool matchup is probably pretty good. Andurill's actually only in 0.3. of 30% of the decks. I'm kind of shocked by that. Kind of thought it would be more. Sort of Fluid Mind Tutor. Ephemerate's still kind of showing up sometimes. Flowering of the White Tree. Could be possible you want to bring Flowering of the White Tree back and just actually be an aggro deck sometimes. Turning off your Skull Clan versus Aragorn kind of sucks, though. Fucking Mandibular Kite. Still in. Do you have your list somewhere online? Do somewhere online your latest cloud list on Flexlot? I didn't see you updated. I'm literally doing this right now, just. So I will post this to Flexlot before we get started here, but I haven't posted this yet because I have not made. I'm literally making this list as we speak. Kind of weird to me that Feast and Famine is in every single deck and Fire and Ice has started to get cut. Everyone's still playing like War and Peace though, and I think this card's dog shit, so. Poor Hand of Vecna, not even on the list because I haven't published a list recently. I mean, everybody's wrong but me, that's fine. Winter Moon, it's only in half lists, is 60% of the list, that's nuts. Winter Moon is like one of the best cards in the deck. Card's so good right now. Alright, let's play Sid. See if Sid shows up for me or not. We can cut this unexpectedly absent. Maybe everyone's right. Maybe I don't know. Cutting Sword of Fire and Ice is really weird to me. I like the second removal spell equipment for when your GTA gets answered, potentially. It's the only other equipment that like helps you kill things. It's also like obviously one of the best equipment, secondary equipment for card advantage. But if you have Andoril, I guess that's like not card advantage, but you know, generating a bunch of tokens is pseudo card advantage. Fire and Ice seems interesting to cut when Aragorn's around so much. I think Fire and Ice is like good versus Aragorn, but not the best. Kind of what we're talking about with Andoril. Alright, let's publish this to Flexlot and Stream Decker before. Shoot, what's my current cloud list name? Is it 1.3.1? What am I naming these things? My naming convention is all over the place. It's like 1.4 on Moto, and then on Flexlot is 3.1. I guess this is 4.0 then? I guess that's actually kind of consistent, huh? I'm just incrementing the wrong number. New deck. Cloud DC V 4.0. Dual Commander, Public. I should enter the queues while we're here, huh? Did you end up watching the Dual Commander stream I found by accident? No, they were like done streaming by the time I opened them up, and I wasn't about to like go watch the replays. I don't know what it is in my brain, but it's like the same things. I don't usually interact with chats a lot, but I have less fun at watching replays of Twitch streams than Twitch streams. It doesn't make any sense. Start the queue, damn it. Alright. Tech list is up on Flexlot. And, oh, geez, these are named the same thing. Oh no. Why is it V1.4 on... They're all wrong. I'll consolidate these at one point, but not my problem right now. On Stream Decker, it's V1.5. On Flexlot, it's V4.0. And on my Moto name is V1.4. Cloud vs. Felia. Alright. This hand's a little awkward. I think it's still a keep. guess, is it a keep? We just, like, don't even play land 2 if we... if we miss. What are your thoughts on the second Tron movie? Is this a elaborate way to bait me into saying Legacy? It was like Tron Legacy, the second Tron movie? Yes. Fair enough. I don't love this hand. It's got removal, it's got turn 1 Manador, or turn 1, like, Mother of Runes. Laura, watch your next words. Careful. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Wow, this hand sucks too. Jesus. I think we keep this on 6 though, and just bottom gems. No, bottom Wintermoon. I'd rather have land that taps for colorless than Wintermoon versus Felia. We have Solitude, which helps a lot. And we can just like Cloud for Clamp or whatever to kind of unmulligan ourselves. Probably just pitching this Sid to the Solitude. Oh shit, that's bad. What's the commander card do? Which one? Well, there's no commander cards. Final Fantasy, Modern Horizons. Modern Horizons, Final Fantasy. The Final Fantasy guy. It's just like an equipment card. I think I still pitch Sid here because 100 Witnesses just go to Skull Clamp, which I really want to go get here. Unfortunately, I have to Solitude this Mother of Runes. It's from Final Fantasy Commander, by the way. Is he? Is Sid not standard legal? There's no way. Oh, wow. Fair enough. He's got the Chocobo. Egg on my face. He is a commander card. You could have told me it's some standard legal and I would have absolutely believed you. Alright. I think we just clamp Hunted Witness here. It's a little risky, but leaving Cloud up to, like, threaten the Felia block is kind of nice. We could, like, draw 4 and try to draw instant speed removal for Felia, but there isn't a ton of that. Oop. Yeah, sure. Can't draw another Solitude, unfortunately. There are definitely cards that my opponent could have here that would make this plan pretty disastrously bad, but not much I can do about it. Yeah, that's one of them. They hit the Cloud here? No, they hit the Clamp, I guess. They can't attack, though. Yeah, sure. I think I just spew my board here. Spew my hand. Basri Mom. Better than Ranger Captaining, I think. Getting the Mom online's nice. Alright, that guy cycles. Does nothing. Cats you control have indestructible. got for me, opponent? If I have the opportunity, I will happily trade off Cloud for basically anything so I can recast and go get Jite. Recruiter for Solitude, maybe, to answer the mom? Yep. Luckily we have, like, enough power in play that the Felia can't continue to attack. So I just double block here? It's kind of awkward because it does actually kill both my things. And then they Solitude the mom. But then we replay Cloud. So I just block with Cloud, then they get to Solitude it. And then keep their Felia around, which I definitely don't want. Could I, like, triple block? No, then they just kill the mom, the Cloud, and they keep their Solitude. Or even worse yet, they don't kill the Cloud. I guess that might happen. If they're smart, I wonder if they don't kill the Cloud here. If I double block, they just deal all the damage to the Basri. That's kind of fine, though. Yeah, not surprised. Solitude the mom. We Cloud for Jite here. Oh yeah, and they get their recruiter back and go get Skyclave, maybe? Skyclave would be pretty good answer to my... Oh, Palace Jailer. It's a little spooky, huh? Do I want to go wider then? Ranger Cap... Then rather than play Cloud here? Ranger Captain for Ocelot Pride. They'd slam Jailer. They have 3 creatures to my 2. One of them's a 2/2. And then I can't do anything. Whereas if I play Cloud, they Palace Jailer Cloud. If all I have is a Jite, then life is pretty bad. I could Cloud for Formal Wear and plan to go wide the following turn, but then they're getting to untap. I guess I could Ranger Captain for Bodyguard. That's probably the play. They can still play the Jailer, but then I get to start attacking him with a 3/3. And they just have to start chump blocking. I think attacking here is kind of free. Because next turn it can't attack because there'll be a Jailer. If they want to trade right now, then it's kind of fine for me. I should have done that before casting my spells, obviously, but... Sure. They can obviously, like, double block the Ranger Captain, but then I have the lead on putting bodies into play. Oh, if they have, like, Inspector into land Jailer, that's kind of awful for me. Okay, they're just trying to outmuscle me on board. And get a colorless blocker, too. God, this is a really awkward turn. We obviously have to play Cloud here. Is it Anduril time? We have 5 mana. Anduril on Cloud means that we can always attack into... and, like, make a bunch of tokens to beat Jailer. I think it might be better than Jite here. If they ever play Jailer, we have 5 mana to play an equipped Anduril to Cloud. And send it. It's not good with our Masterwork of Ingenuity, which is kind of unfortunate. Neither is Jite, though. The only other option is Formal Wear, but Formal Wear is just a bad turn for... It's just a turn for them to slam Jailer, I think. Well, let's try our luck, huh? Cloud does die. I spend 5 mana and get Cloud killed, but I also make 4 1/1s that can come up the board after that. And the 1/1s can pick up the Anduril and make more 1/1s. Feels like kind of a weird attack, but sure. They're just gonna, like, cast Felia here? Oh, yeah, porting means fair, yeah. But I don't draw land. Unfortunately, they also have flagstones. This might be good after I get this Anduril. Huh? Like, if I draw land, if they don't port me and I draw land next turn, I can, like, equip Anduril, get in, something like that. There's never a world where I pure steal here, unfortunately. I think I just always play Anduril and say go. I think I just tap out of white to play around their Winter Orb. Oh, right, never mind. I just fully tap all my mana. Easy. Are they going to sack Command Beacon to get Felia and play this turn? I guess that's actually really bad for me, huh? Yeah. Couldn't do anything about that. They should, like, double Jailer me? If I just drawn a land there, though, that Phyrex and Golem attack seemed like really greedy for no reason, right? Golem always blocks Cloud holding Anduril. If I had just ripped a land there and just slammed equipped and, like, made a bunch of guys, the Golem at least gets to eat the Cloud. Otherwise, they would have had, like, trade multiple creatures into it. Jailer target the Bodyguard, right? Or the Cloud, both of which force me to sack. Yeah. Hopefully, does this... Maybe they don't flicker this, they might just flicker Blade Splicer or something. Because if they flicker this, then they have to take my Ranger Captain and then I get it back next turn. They don't even attack with Felia. Alright. Sure. Hey Jared, how's it going? Guess no DC for tomorrow. Again, they haven't announced the schedule yet. They, like, literally have not posted it, right? It's up? No, it isn't. They said they'd post it in like a few days, unless they like just posted it now. Hang on, I need to like figure out how to play this turn, huh? Can I like pure steel, boots, lava spur, full send on cloud? Just the main events and the badges? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they said, hey, badges are going live tomorrow. Full schedule comes out a few days after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Paying for Esper Sentinel. Seems pretty good here. It's not the best masterwork of ingenuity I've ever done, but... the rare double boots, yeah. I think I'm putting the Andorol on the Ranger Captain. And am I putting both boots on the Ranger Captain? I'm not sure. Yeah, we're testing the old ghosty sword. Yeah, you can go back to the command zone. I think I just want to... I don't think this thing being a 3-2 matters at all. This thing having 4 toughness matters, obviously, because it blocks the Phyrexian Golem. And this board 2 could protect it from, like, Parallax Wave or some weird bullshit. So I guess we just suit it up like that and say go. Just rip Sword Splashers off the top. Damn. Dust Bowl's not bad, at least. We can kill this Saga next turn if we are feeling fairly comfortable. It's possible I just don't care about the Golem attacking, and I wanted to instead put like the Andorol on the Pure Steel, so I'd better blocks into the Felia if the Ranger Captain gets answered. Also shouldn't have 6 because I might sack this Ranger Captain if it gets killed. I guess they'd have to pay ward twice, so I'm probably fairly safe. Oh yeah, Felia could just Blink Ranger. Although if they Blink Ranger, then I'm pretty fine. I just trade Pure Steel pretty happily and then get another Ranger trigger. Could you take a look at my Cloud deck list if possible? I mean, you can post it if you want. I might take a look between rounds, but like, you can look at my deck list and look at the cards you have different, and then ask yourself or ask me why you think I'm not playing those cards and why I'm playing the different cards instead. We did it! We won! I didn't think we were gonna... I didn't think they were just dead, but... Alright, good first showing for Andoril. Fought over the Monarch really well, which is like what we put it in the deck for. Not for Felia Palace Jailer, more for Aragorn, but like, nice. That was good. 4 ghosties OP, alright. Maybe the Andoril believers are right. It was very good at specifically fighting over the monarchy. I don't want to buy a foil Andoril. Rever Mantra and Parallax, so we don't have those IRL. Yeah, that's understandable. Alright, let me open this up. and I'll take a look at it after the match. Andril, is that how it's pronounced? Am I pronouncing it wrong? Oh, there's not even... No, there is a U. Okay, but it's got like a U with a little accent. It could be... It probably is Andril. I'm not a Lord of the Rings expert. Oh, you have no idea? Shout out Lord of the Rings fans how I'm pronouncing this one wrong. Everyone gets mad at me for calling Loran instead of Lauren or whatever people want to say. I say Loran. It's like classic streamer meme to pronounce cards wrong, right? This is a... Okay, this isn't even that nice of a one-lander. It's like a pretty medium one-lander. We can probably just ship it. Alright, this is definitely a much better one-lander. Obviously, we don't have the perfect instant-speed interaction for Felia, but Mom plus source speed interaction is not bad. I think I might... I guess we just bottom the vacuum. I was thinking about bottoming Draenith, but we might kill Felia and have, like, Mom plus Draenith. Ghost Vacuum's pretty mid in this matchup, outside of, like, Formal Wear. Also, like, if the game goes really long, it can be good, but I don't think it's better than any of the cards in my hand. Nesting Bot's nice, because when I mulligan, I really like to go for, Clamp. Especially on this, like, two-lander where we're gonna kind of want to hit land drops. Alright, so this is just Felia, which means we want to play Cloud to have Cloud plus Mom to block it. Honestly, I'd probably just trade. Depends on, like, what they would, like, play in Flicker, but I want to put a card into play that I can put in front of the Felia. Technically, I guess Skrelv plus Nesting Bot could put Mom plus Nesting Bot in front of the Felia, but that seems like a disaster waiting to happen. Draenith Match Trade unfortunately doesn't trade with Felia either. We could also like just let the Felia let this trade happen, not use the Mom, and then jolt it away back the Cloud. Yeah, that seems fine. It would have actually been kind of awkward if they ported me. Hopefully they don't port me next turn. Get the old Clamp. You got it. They could have, like, attack with Felia, target Mom, cast instant speed removal on Cloud. But then... not, like, the best. Alright, so this is Solitude, then. Yeah. And then they flicker and go get Jailer. And then I don't have a good board, but I can redeploy with, like, Jolted Awake on Cloud plus Nesting Bot, have a bunch of creatures, and have removal. Yeah, just let this trade happen. And then let mine go to the graveyard. We can also, like, reevaluate based on if they get Jailer. They might not have, like, double white here. Their mana looks a little bit awkward. But I feel like Jailer's, like, maybe correct here. Oh, no, Starfield Shepherd. I guess, yeah, that's fair. If your mana's a little bit awkward, it's a good one to grab. Land is really good. We could just Clamp Nesting Bot this turn. We don't have to get back the Cloud. The Cloud's not in a ton of danger. They don't have a ton of punishes. We could also just Draenith this turn to keep their Felia locked down. It seems like they're going to want to warp Starfield Shepherd this turn. If they don't, though, if they just, like, play land and then hold up Felia, kind of sucks. I guess maybe we'll just Jolted Awake back Cloud and play Draenith, huh? We don't need to draw cards yet since we hit the land drop. And this gets us GT if we hit the fourth land naturally. develops a pretty sizable board. Warp Starfield Shepherd, go get planes. Yep. Ooh, Stoneforge, alright. Get your own GT, maybe? Your own clamp? Formalware. Interesting. Nothing's dead yet. What's that mean? We had a rare equipment of Spider-Man, it sucks in Cloud. One day we'll get Banishing Light equipment, and we will all rejoice. It's probably clamping time, huh? Hit some land drops. Kind of want to leave Cloud in play, so I think it's just like Nesting Bot, Clamp, Nesting Bot, hope to hit a land drop. If not, it's not the end of the world. They're not doing anything particularly worrying right now. Maybe I'm supposed to clamp Cloud there. Maybe leaving Cloud in play to try to GTA is greedy. We missed the land. It's like kind of bad for me. It's pretty bad for me. Gonna get ported now. No port. They can, like, command beacon the Felia and cast it. That is something they are allowed to do. I guess I kind of need to draw 2 more cards, huh? Why don't they port me if they're going to do that, though? Oh, they're just going to hardcast Solitude to tap my mom or whatever. That's their play this turn. Oh, nice. Oh, these are all really good, huh? I think I lead with this. Maybe gum up their Solitude works. It's just like spew my hand, just like Skrelv Spirit, just play a bunch of shit to the board. Seems hard for them to punish that. Getting more Mother of Runes online seems important too. If we have like 3 active, we can get the GTA in next turn. We could have like Spirit clamped it instead to draw more cards and maybe guarantee our 5th land drop, but I like getting the Skrelv down. Okay, they are just going for the Felia play. Interesting. And then they put in the GT that they have naturally. Skull Clamp, sure. You could have just cast that one and put it on your recruiter that past turn. I don't know. Maybe just leaving up the option for Solitude? I don't know, whatever. I probably should have like just drawn cards because I can just get in them or something. Attacking, huh? What's the plan here? Flicker Recruiter. I think I'm just gonna stack block with Indebted Spirit Dranith. I have 2 backup things. This seems fairly safe to do. I guess Dranith could get a Gonjode for 1 mana. That would like kind of suck, but Dranith doesn't even matter. The Felia's in play. I think this is fine. Even if the Felia doesn't die, like we're untapping with GTA and like 3 Mother of Runes. cool. Felia's dead. Oh, they can 4 more back to Felia, sure, whatever. We have, like, Seam Rip. I guess we don't have Seam Rip if I want a GT. Man, I really want to get in them. I should have just drawn cards. Whatever. We'll rip land 5 and Seam Rip. Oh, they're gonna port me too, so I can't GT? Fuck. Ah, well. We just Seam Rip this turn. They get Recruiter back. We're untapping with 3 moms. They get Guide of Souls? Sure, that seems not very threatening. Nothing to do with my mana, so sure. No land, sad. We have enough artifacts where I could just pure steal. Right, 1, 2. Oh shit, no, I'd have to play the GTA to go nuts. If only you were a portable hole, we could just like start. Well, I guess we can't even clamp that much stuff because our guy's already dead. I think I just start with clamping the Spirit Token and then probably just like Seam Rip Ocelot Pride or something. I guess I could attack with it first. I don't give a shit about 1 damage. Damn. I guess we can oust this Felia instead, huh? Does this cost 4 still? Yeah, but I guess I have triple protected Dranath Magistrate now. I guess I just Seam Rip the Skull Clamp because I just don't really care about any other stuff. I don't know. I guess they could have like natural GT and punish me with like Skrelv plus Stoneforge plus natural GT. Do I just Seam Rip the Skrelv? Do I care? A lot of things with 1 toughness. I do kind of care if they GT me. That feels like one of the only ways I lose this game. Attacking with Dranath wouldn't work, right? Because they could just like neg 1 it. I just don't think I care about them like drawing 2 cards. Our Skull Clamp's just so much better. If they want to clamp their Recruiter, the guard is kind of whatever. I guess they're always gonna have colorless creatures to like GT me with in the following turns. That costs them so much mana though. Yeah, whatever. I think most of my decisions don't really matter that much. Yeah, not drawing a land there was a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. I might just like get in next turn if they don't do anything that threatening. If we like draw land, I just like get in plus Pride. Blow up all their shit. Yeah, I think this is like kind of fine for me. We've drawn like 6 cards off a Skull Clamp or something. They tutored a Guide of Souls that they can't clamp. Sorcery speed construct. Oh, sure, gain a life. Now we just GT them, I guess. I guess my Cloud dies to the construct, but it also wraths them. I don't know. All roads lead to Rome, right? I just like really don't want to put Clamp on any of their creatures to like block and draw 2 cards. Still no land. Come on, deck. We have 3 artifacts now, so we can like Pure Steel into GT. Then we hit the land, right? Pure Steel into GT? Anybody? Just like play hand, just hit him with a really big cloud. I mean, it's not the worst option. If we rip land, it's actually like really nice, I think, because we could like on thin ice the construct or something and move the GT over to something else. I think it does actually feel kind of right to Pure Steel into GT. Come on, the land's got to be there, right? Ah! uh... I kind of just want to clamp the cloud and draw 4 cards. I don't know. Getting 4 GT counters here is probably game over, right? Just put this on this thing for free, whatever. I guess I want to pro-white this. Do I care if they block here? No, not really, actually. I don't give a shit about these constructs. I guess if they block exactly here, no, then I just use the mom and eat it, and then I have just Skrill for this backup. They have to block the construct. Attack. Oh, my clock is like really dwindling. I should probably stop playing so nonchalantly, huh? Do they still have the Solitude? I think they do. They might Solitude their own Stoneforge here. Nope. Cool. I'm just gonna kill this guy to souls, I guess. I don't really think I care that much about some constructs. Especially when I have a bunch of easy removal spells on constructs and stuff in my hand. Okay, they just gave up. Nice, we did it! They've thrown in the towel. We took game actions and they died. Regardless of the fact that we missed our land drops and drawing so many cards. Hey, kitty, get out of there. Don't jump behind the computer. Come on. Get down. Alright, let's take a look at this list. Who needs Glock if you just kill him in 2 games? Yeah, I was feeling pretty ahead that game. I think I probably should have just, like, clamped. The turn I really wanted to hit, like, land 4, I think I should have just clamped the cloud and just ripped a bunch of lands. I don't think we needed to, like, threaten the double GT when we just had, like, a pretty insurmountable board. We just, like, continually hit land drops. Hey, can you go away? Weird right-click menu? Whatever. Alright, let's take a look at this list. Nothing really sticking out to me. Brave the Elements is a little odd. Don't think I usually see that in cloud lists. I guess let me look at mine, so I'm not like glossing over any cards you're just like egregiously missing. Although this isn't sorted by card type, so that's not very helpful for me, huh? I assume City Traders is missing for budget reasons, so I'm not gonna like harp on that or anything. You don't have a Tectonic Edge in here or a Dust Bowl or a Talon Gates. I think Hardlight Containment kind of sucks. I've not been like, it feels like it's a removal spell that's not online early, and that's a really big deal. I've just the fact I thought it was an Oblivion Ring, and I was way more interested in it. And then I learned it's just a Journey to Nowhere. Learned the hard way that you didn't like hard light containment. You don't have Hand of Vecna. Hand of Vecna is like, assuming that you're the whatever like place you're playing in has any number of like Isusa and Leair and other like very low interaction combo decks. You just absolutely want Hand of Vecna, and I don't know why no one's playing it. It's really, really good. You could probably do without the Shadow Spear unless there's like a shit ton of mono red and some. Oh wait, do you have a Hand of Vecna? Just maybe own one, not on this list specifically. Got it. Okay. Got the Get-ins, Lay Down Arms, Oust. Got all like the benevolent bodyguards and stuff. Is there no... Oh, there's Ranger Captain. Skyclave... No, Skyclave Apparition's a bit of an oddball. Skyclave's pretty solid removal spell in white. Tangle Wires is a bit odd with no Oswald. I think you shouldn't play Oswald, which is good, but I think Tangle Wires is kind of not that good. That's about it. Like, I mean, if you don't own cards for like if you're not playing cards because you don't own them and you just understand that, like, I could play. I wish I could play this card. And at some point maybe I'll have it. I'll have access to it and take out some of like the more filler cards, and this looks fine. I'm curious if I'm like just the world's biggest Guide of Souls hater. I think Sword of War and Peace is kind of mid. Yeah, I mean, this is like the Hand of Vecna slot. I 1-for-1 swapped it because I added Sword of War and Peace as like the anti-combo card because it doesn't accrue any sort of value. It's just like deals your opponent buckets of damage. So Hand of Vecna is in that kind of spot. Are we winning? We did. We won round 1 against Felia. I was playing like embarrassingly slowly, but we did win, so it didn't matter. The mono white mirrors are like really hard to navigate, though. It obviously not worth like I was down like 8 minutes on my opponent, mostly because it was like round 1. I was talking a lot, playing like pretty casual. But the round 1, like the mono white mirrors, whether it's like against Felia or Cloud, they just really go. When you play those on paper, you really gotta just like sit up in your chair, lock in, play fast. Got first place last Saturday at this list. Struggled a bit against Aragorn. Yeah, that's what I'm finding too. A couple of the additions that I made today were specifically trying to like make the Aragorn matchup a little bit better. I find that it's pretty close. I'd like to improve on it a little bit. All right. Problem here, we only have one card with text versus Leair. Upside, this is a pretty good card versus Leair. Downside, you just always turn 2 Cloud, turn 3 hand, basically. We're on the play. But I mean, turn 4 Dranth is like a pretty good follow-up to that plan. Right? Do you think Skullclamp is good against Aragorn? It draws cards. I don't know. Aragorn plays the board. They have creatures, and that makes your Skullclamp bad. That person in the Discord was... I'm just going to keep on this. Although I guess this is a hand that is on the draw with no turn 1 play, which means I have to move to discard, but that card quantity does not really matter versus Leair. It's all about your card quality. Where were you, fucking benevolent bodyguard? Wait, why do I... Oh no, I'm on the play, not the draw. Duh. Damn, that sucks. Well, we have turn 3, turn 4. Not the end of the world. Lead Dranth to play around like a mana tithe effect. Obviously, they could have plenty of other counter spells that I just can't play around. Like that one. It's going pretty good for them, which is not good for me. Leair having 1 mana counter into 2 mana counter is definitely where you're least happy. What do we have? Ooh, a tectonic edgeable land, you say? Now we reach an impasse, huh? I guess I could just cast Cloud and then figure out if it resolves before I have to make my decision. Hey, De La L, thanks for the subscription. Much appreciated. They like bolted this land in, so I imagine my Cloud isn't resolving. If that's the case, then like maybe I should think about just playing Ocelot Pride here, but I really want to activate Tech Edge next turn, so I'm probably supposed to just like slam Cloud and then cry when it doesn't happen. Holy shit, it happened. Maybe they're just casting like an impulse. Is it still hand? Tech Edge, like, next turn play hand. So this goes to 5. I draw to 6. Play hand down to 5. Equip. They're at 16. I, like, just hand plus Tech Edge them, and then they die. That seems, like, pretty good. The other option is, like, get Formal Wear as another form of interaction, which could be important. But that does obviously slow down the clock considerably, so I think I do just want to kill them. The other option is like Sash, but that's probably worse than just Draenith. Formal Wear for Draenith. They mill Tails in. This does not counter Hand of Vecna. Counters one of the triggers. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to play around, like, a permission spell. It would counter, right? Wait, do I need to read this again? Legendary spell. Yeah, never mind. Hand is legendary. A little bit spooky. They might have just been trying to hit land drop. Bolting into the Soporific Spring is not something that the High Tide deck is really happy doing, so they might have just needed to hit land drop. How do you say that? Soporific? No, that's right. Alright. Play around, like, I don't know. They don't play a lot of the cheap permission of like the lose focus plus miscalc shaped stuff, right? How much damage do I lose if I play my land before? It's just going down to 4 cards, which would be 10 damage, 11 damage. Still kills them in 2 turns, so it's probably worth. I don't think the difference between 11 and 13 matters a lot. Like, putting them to 3 versus putting them to 5. It's not like their combo requires them to take damage. Clock is 22:08, thank you. Combat. Trigger. Second trigger. Send it. Tech Edge now. So they can't, like, cast the High Tide with it in their upkeep or whatever. We could obviously die here. Into the Floodmaw, targeting Cloud. So sacking is the same thing as letting it happen, right? Because even if I let it happen, then like obviously the Benevolent Bodyguard still kills. And if I sack, I guess then I just don't have as much material in hand. So I think I just let this happen, right? There's not a huge incentive for me to equip. Or to protect. Next turn I just put the Hand of Vecna on the Benevolent Bodyguard and attack. If they were going to do that, they should have done that in combat to force the sack. And also take 1 less damage. That probably doesn't matter, but... Oh shit, Mana Tithe. That might be sick. Is there any reason to, like, Cloud for boots and, like, do something there? To be honest, they should have just bounced hand. Yeah, probably, honestly. Cloud for boots feels like it doesn't really do a ton. I mean, I guess Cloud for boots and then put the hand on the Cloud gives it, like, Ward 2, and we have Mana Tithe. It is 1/2 plus 1 for boots plus 1 to equip. And then, yeah, that actually seems better. Cloud for boots. Kitty, cut that out, please. We still have 4 cards in hand, so... Okay, they're just dead. Nice. So even if they, like, counter the boots, the hand on the Benevolent Bodyguard still kills them here. Dual Commander will continue until Legacy morale improves. Yeah... Not super keen on playing Legacy until then, huh? But they did change the BNR announcement date, so we don't know. Maybe we get... I think it's fully dependent on the results of American Eternal Weekend. If, like, Reanimator dominates Eternal Weekend, then they'll ban it. And if it's like, oh, it's balanced, there are, like, 2 Reanimator players, then they won't do anything, and they'll just continue to not play. BNR now 3 days before Eternal Weekend. No, they moved it. They moved it so it's not the Monday before European Eternal Weekend. They moved it like 2 weeks earlier or something. 3 weeks maybe. I'm gonna keep this. Galadriel's Dismissal is an interaction spell for the Leair combo turn. We have turn 1 Mom, which is really nice. 24th, now the 10th. Yeah, 2 weeks earlier. It's not before U.S. Eternal Weekend. It's like a month after. U.S. Eternal Weekend is like October 10th. This is the type of keeps that I'm talking... Like, the reason that I kind of wanted to cut Ethersworn Canonist is just... You can just keep these hands and, like, win a reasonable percentage against Leair because of Hand of Vecna, so you don't really need access to the Ethersworn nearly as often. Played Red Panther Day and it sucks. The Power Blast does nothing now. I feel that. Candace is also pretty good against Tifa. Yeah, I haven't struggled against the Tifa matchup. It definitely gives you a little sense of security there, though. Go get him. Get countered. Problem is, like, am I allowed to... Okay, fair enough. Egg on my face for talking about they don't play that much of the, like, other permission. If I let this go to the graveyard and then the Jolted Away gets countered, I kind of get fucked, but the way this hand is looking, I think I kind of just need to swing that and hope for the best. My big Glimmerland so far, by the way. It hasn't really done a lot for me. I added it like last week, so fairly recent. Just kind of a decent card advantage-y card. Just a lot of synergies with the deck of like the lot of like shitty 1-drops you could just start converting. Alright, let's hope for not getting counterspelled. I guess I just tap this. It's hand time. It's always hand time. Springleaf Drum seems fairly free to cast here. I think if I hold up Galadriel's Dismissal, I'm just gonna fucking lose, huh? Just a question of if I want to cast Glimmer Lens, or if I want to like hold up Galadriel's Dismissal for like... They've sculpted almost none. If they have like the full kill from 4 cards in hand, then they wanted it more than me. Why did they tap my Mother of Runes? Yeah, that one makes sense. Surveilling really good in your like Leair combo turns. Maybe they have blue char. I mean, they could have like second bounce. I don't know. They could just like bounce the hand effect next turn and stop like 10 damage or whatever. I maybe didn't want to like spew my hand because of the hand of Vecna, but hand of Vecna is rarely ever a one-turn kill anyway, so just getting like +8/+8 is usually good enough. Alright. Tech edgeable. If we draw it. Draw to 5. If I play land to 4, hand of Vecna down to 3, it's... Ooh. We could just GT this. Play land, attack with both of these, draw a card. If they block here, I kind of have to pro blue, and if they have another 1-mana bounce spell, then that's pretty fucking terrible. If also, then I would have no mana up for a Galadriel's Dismissal on the Leair turn. I could not attack with the Rebel token and not draw a card. I could just hand a Vecna and ignore the Brawl, but that seems risky. They have a lot of instants to cast in response to my Galadriel's Dismissal on a Leair. I guess I could not activate the Mom? No, I only have 3 counters and the GTA doesn't clear the Leair after that anyway. I think I just GTA, just jam with Cloud. Kind of sucks, but... I guess I should Pro Blue first then, because I never want them to block. I'm always just going to kill the Brawl, and if they like have a bounce spell, they have to do... I guess they could bounce the GTA, so it doesn't matter, but... They do have the bounce spell. Can't kill the Brawl then. I don't know how much untapping 2 lands matters for them. Oh snap. I wonder if I could bait them into blocking and Egandra their Brawl. I think it's kind of free to do because I'm always casting Cloud and attacking. Alternatively, I could like hand a Vecna. For Lion Sash? Maybe Skull Clamp? Probably just Sash. We don't have a ton of mana. They have a lot of... Dang, they didn't take the bait. Might be dead here, huh? going to have a really stocked graveyard and a lot of instants to just cast if they have like a High Tide to pair with this Leair. Okay, it's like fine-ish. Oh, they get to loot too, man. They're down to 1 card left, though. Yeah, just fucking slam the Leair. Sure. We get to kill it with GT at least. I think it's just GT on Cloud attack with both. They can't really block anything profitably. I don't know if I'm supposed to be continually playing out these lands because I have this Hand of Vecna that I'm trying to kill them with. I guess I can always play on my land post-combat to like hold up the Galadriel's Dismissal potentially. Oh yeah, we are still continually drawing cards too, because of the Glimmerlands now. They don't have very good blocks, I don't think. I guess technically this block is always safe because I have to kill the Leair here. So they could technically just always put Brawl on Cloud because I'm never allowed to ping the Brawl. Yeah. I wonder if I was supposed to play land in like Higanjo, the Brawl. No, yeah, I could after the damage is still blocking if I am in the damage step. Oh god, I'm not going to catch it. Nice. Got my little protein bar snack. There. Interesting. Guess I get to save some GT counters. Or I let it... No, letting it die doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I should have played out the land. Then I could have, like, dealt the damage and Higanjo'd it and still killed the Brawl. Hopefully. Oh, no, because I had to tap the Mom there. Never mind. Well, we'll just hold up Galadriel's Dismissal and 2 GD counters. 15. If I had kept the land, draw to 6, played to 5, it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Might have been close to lethal. Yeah, 2-0, baby. The power of Hand of Vecna, right? That was all Hand of Vecna. Game 1 was all Hand of Vecna. The fear of the hand, yeah. It's kind of fair, honestly. The hand was in hand. We were threatening it the whole time. That Baral really gummed things up, which is really funny, because Cloud is just, like, so much removal that generally you're ecstatic when they play things you can point it at. Like, my Kingdom for a fucking oust that matchup. Or that game. It would be fun to see you sometimes play Leair. Oh god. I'm so bad at combo decks. I'm unreal bad. Shout out to Magic Spoon. I love their stuff. They got these like little teeny tiny, like Rice Krispie treat protein bars. They're so good. That was a really good cereal. Cutting Canonist and 2-0ing Leair, definitely feeling good. Happy to continue to have a strong matchup there, regardless of some of my deck building decisions. That is earnestly how I felt about the Leair matchup, though. The more and more I played it, especially with Hand of Vecna in the mix, it's just like, if you draw your Etherstorm Canonist is obviously very good, but a lot of other matchups you'll draw Etherstorm Canonist is just kind of this piddly 2/2. Hey, Luinol, thanks for the resub. Much appreciated, buddy. And there just aren't a ton of other matchups where you're excited to draw Canonist. You just don't really see the Rog Tev around anymore. I guess if, like, a Sararak were around a lot, you'd want it there, too. Tifa was mentioned earlier in chat as a... It's not great against Tifa, but it's nice to have, like, a little bit of insurance on, like, casting your removal spells into pump spells, stuff like that. The same way that Ethersworn was okay in D&T against Infect, where you're not thrilled about it, but you're gonna board it in. You're gonna be decently happy if you have it in a Swords of Plowshares. A Sararak has a billion removal spells? Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's not good, right? You also have a billion Mothers of Runes, and I guess that's about it. Not a lot. You have some like Recursion, Formal Wear, Masterwork Formal Wear. It's roadblocks to put in front of the deck, certainly. Live and die in that matchup by trying to do the chance. I mean, that makes sense. Also live and die in that matchup by killing them fast. But it's unfortunately like way too interactive for it to be a hand matchup. It's probably just a Skull Clan matchup. Also, the sort of Feast of Him that we cut matchup. Seeing the Basri made it in your list again after the brief 10-0. Yeah, I was kind of just wanting cheap, self-contained threats. I was thinking about cards like Adeline or Cosmogrand Zenith, stuff that is like value, like big value generators, but those cards kind of suck when you're just playing against Aragorn and you're getting them all mana leaked or like just killed with removal spells before they really accrue value. So something that's like cheap and allows you to continually play to the board was kind of the card that I was interested in, so I tried to slot in Basri. We'll see how he does. But it's kind of the effect that I was looking for. Something that has synergies with the deck, is kind of a self-contained threat, and like card advantage or pseudo-card advantage engine in and of itself. Also can get aggressive sometimes. Would Luminarch Aspirant work? Not really what I'm looking for. Doesn't really generate card advantage. Yeah, just kind of like maybe pumps a thing once and gets hit by a removal spell. Basri is like hopefully... Basri also can just get hit by a removal spell, but trading 1 mana for 1 mana is a little bit more of a reasonable trade, and if they don't have the 1 mana spell on that turn, then you get to start converting. It is kind of awkward though, because Basri, unless you have like multiple 1-drops, then your turn 2 wants to be Cloud a lot of the time. So like Basri doesn't really curve into Cloud well, but like if you have like Basri into more Doom Travelers, you can just kind of play Cloud a little slower. Isusa. All right, hand matchup. We have hand keep, right? Ravage is great. I think we just snap this one off. We have like Ocelot Pride into Cloud for Clamp too. This hand's like pretty nutty. My time playing Isusa, I've learned that they really don't have a lot of counterplay to this one, so I think I'm just gonna go get Clamp and try to hit all of my land drops. I think I'm going to bottom. It's either Tidetaker or Esper Sentinel. They're both pretty weak in the matchup. I think the Lions like might be good at like mopping up lands if they have like a Crucible effect. This hand is very excellent though. Yeah, it's Tidetaker or Esper Sentinel. They're both kind of mopey, but I am like planning on going to get a Skull Clamp. They do play plenty of Crucibles. It's just a matter of if they have them, you know, the texture of this game specifically. We're going to go turn 1 Ocelot Pride, turn 2 Cloud for Clamp, make a guy, turn 3 Clamp, Clamp the token. We'll have 1 mana left over, so we can Esper Sentinel. Alright, let's bottom the Tidetaker. It's clamping time. We might even want to just clamp the Cloud. We're on the play on a Molda 6. I think we can draw 4. So if they have like the Baseju or whatever to kill the Skull Clamp, we'll have refueled. No, they're stealing the play. That's illegal. You're not allowed to do that, opponent. Only I can do that. At least it's hard for them to like actually put a thing in front of this Ocelot Pride. I say as they put a thing in front of the Ocelot Pride instantly. Seems like not the best sequencing of those possible spells, but maybe they just didn't have a follow-up. Drew land 3, nice. It's clamping time. I like almost still want to get Hand of Vecna here, but I think with the Ravages, it's just clamping time. If I didn't have Ravages, or I think I would absolutely snap off Hand of Vecna. We just want to draw a billion cards and get in them before they can get like a Crucible, or worst case we can like do some Lion Sash stuff. They have 1 card left. Yeah, we really want to get in exactly next turn, huh? Unless they cast this Ramanep Excavator, sure. We guess we could plow it now though. That seems better because we really want to hit land 4 here, so we like clamp Cloud. 5 cards, 4 cards, 3 cards. Yeah, we just clamp Cloud here, draw 4. Make sure we hit land 4 and hopefully future lands. And we just plow the Ramanep. Unfortunate that Ocelot Pride attacks really poorly into Isusa. Alright, there's land 4. Alright. We have the second get in just in case. Really want land 5. Come on, just play your land. Say go. There's my boy Andoril. Can we afford to wait a turn? The fact that we don't have land 5 rolled up is a little bit bad, but also we can get in them. Bestow Spirit on Ocelot Pride. And just like clamp cat token. I think the Geddon might not be correct this turn because we didn't draw land 5. If we were playing 5, I'd be totally fine ripping the Cataclysm here, but putting it in God's hand is kind of concerning. I think step 1 is we clamp this cat token to figure out what we do. We could then, if we like hit land 5 or whatever, we can bestow if we want. We're drawing to 10, playing land down to 9. We'll move to discard or whatever, but who cares? There's a land, good. Does Land Tutor find a land? Yes, it does. We can get Saga or Ancient Den. I guess that's another reason for Ancient Den, actually. Thinking about it. We have March of Otherworldly Light. We could, like, March the Isusa here instead of bestowing Spirit. Yeah, that seems better. Although then they replay it before I get to get in them, and then it's like kind of awkward. I want to play this Factory because I want the planes post get in. Bestowing better because we can get through the Zeus. Yeah, we moved to discard, but no, like it matters. Yeah. What am I discarding? The Anduril? The Esper Sentinel? Yeah, we're gonna get in. Anduril's gonna take forever to get online. And now we have Ocelot Pride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang, we can't. Second Get-In may be worse than Anduril. You never know if you need second Get-In. We gotta be safe. Which one's funnier, chat? Ravages Get-In. Cast your vote right now in the next 5 seconds. Ravages? Alright, done. Instantly, everyone decides Ravages. I guess the Fallout are. That makes sense. Gain 3 life. Deal. Do I want to kill the Isusa now? Should I have done that? Whatever. I'm just gonna cast Esper Sentinel. We'll kill it next turn. Did I miss a point of life? Huh? I put the clamp on the Pride, I guess. That's... yeah, none of my decisions matter. Yeah, they're dead. Sometimes, you know, becoming, you know, walking a mile in the enemy's shoes does help, because I have definitely gotten appreciation for how much Isusa's plan against Geddon is please no, please no, please no, please no, please no. Really makes you understand that card's power. Alright, this hand seems pretty bad, huh? I think we can do better. Damn. We're on the draw. Am I allowed to keep this or go to 5? Going to 5 means that we're just, like, guaranteeing that it's a Skull Clamp game, and we can just, like, mull for Geddons. We have 2 draws towards land here, bottoming Tithe Taker. A couple of good ones, but, like, not great ones. We don't even have, like, removal. Yeah, we can ship this. Flute could be big. They don't always have the turn 2 Isusa. What do I bottom here? I kind of want all of my cards. Is the plan just hope they don't have the turn 2 and we just get to Disruptor Flute Isusa? I like Cathar blowing up Crucibles is nice, but I guess Crucibles are worse if you can just not have the Isusa in hand. We can just bottom the hand, though, I think. Well, I guess we could keep the hand because the Cloud has to go get... But the Cloud's going to go get Clamp and then get it. He's going to Clamp himself. So I think this hand is, like, not very good, right? This hand's just coming back the second time we cast Cloud. I think this Cloud is guaranteed to get Clamp, and then he's going to draw me 2 cards. 4 cards. I think this is what I do. I'm gonna get punished. My opponent's gonna cast, like, Reclaimer. Have I considered the Hand of Vecna agenda? That's true. But if I lose, then the Hand of Vecna looks bad. We have to bottom it in case we lose on our mull to 5. Damn. If only I had an out! Oh, never mind. I'm great. I'm great. I'm the perfect Magic player. Never didn't have it. All according to plan. I'm a genius. What can I say? No, I'm no longer a genius! Fuck! The swings. Hey, 1-drop. Alright, I'll take those. Unfortunately, they're just gonna go nuts with this Isusa. We're probably gonna die. Play the Baseju. Jesus, that is either a really good sign or a really bad sign, huh? We could on Thin Ice the Isusa and Disruptor Flute it. That seems like kind of awful. Damage feels like it's kind of hard. I think they only have 5 lands, and the Isusa costs like 8. If we do all that, they can always Tech Edge the Baseju, and then what? And then they, like, Life from the Moment? Like, it's hard to get it in the hand specifically. It's easy to get it back into play. They need, like, the Petrified Field or Life from the Loam, stuff like that. They have some, like, bounce lands that can pick it back up, too. But I don't know. I think I kind of just want to on Thin Ice this Isusa. See if they leave it there. They don't. Cool. I guess I'd Disruptor Flute the Isusa. Doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to Disruptor Flute much else productively. Isusa lost, but seeking. I'm just going to, like, land Primeval Titan me and we can go next. That's not the best, not the worst. It's clamping time. If we had land 4, if we had ripped land 4, it might be GT time. Clean up this Oracle, but I think it's just gotta be clamping time. They don't have a lot of, like, actual shatters, usually. It's kind of terrifying that they didn't play a land, which means their hand has 3 spells. I think I want to play the Clamp here. They're always going to be able to Besage the Clamp before I can equip it. If they, like, pick it up with, like, a bounce land or whatever. So I'd rather be mana efficient because I'm very likely to clamp Cloud next turn. Hopefully they just like keep missing on lands for like 1 or 2 or 3 more turns. Damn. And it's a bounce land. Fuck. We might be dead, huh? Play your land. Float mana, play your land. At least we get land 4 and then we go back down to 3. Second port is pretty nasty. Especially after blowing up my Skull Clamp. And tech edging me. Are they not playing the... I'll take it. Seems better to cast here than Doomed Traveler, huh? Yeah, trading there seems psychotic. They won't Basage our Clamp a second time. Just you wait until we draw Sid. It's gonna be so good. Oh, there's a Crucible. Well, at least we get to take down like 2 of these lands. Why the French hate Duel Traveler? Because they hate winning. This is just like prime time. I'm gonna pick up my cards. Come on, prime time me. Let me go game 3. I guess we have Cathar Commander for Crucible. It's Green Sun for 5. Nature's Rhythm for 4. And I draw a card. I should eat this Basasi right now. I don't think it matters, but... This is probably just Ice Till. I guess it does matter, because they can protect the Basage by playing it, yeah. What the fuck? I've never seen that art. That's actually kind of dope. Jeez. Isn't really giving me Explorer energy. I guess he's holding like a gem. Ah, fuck. They milled Saga. This is pretty awful, huh? He's got like a weird flaming spear, though. I've never seen this art. They're not playing the Saga. Yeah, okay, yeah. We can pack it up. Why did they fetch? They had Nugan on the top of their library. I guess it doesn't even matter. They just take game actions. It's like never win this game if they cast Ugin, but I'm also never winning this game if they don't cast Ugin, so I suppose that it doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's go game 3. See, that's why we bottomed the Hand of Vecna. We didn't have Hand of Vecna in that game, we lost. Clearly correlated. Don't think about game 1 too hard. They played a Japanese one of those against you with paper? That's fucking cheating. That is illegal. I've literally never seen that art in my life. Nope, we're on the play game 3. Just like a pretty standard hand of magic cards. It feels pretty good against Isusa when you're on the play. You get to like slam Cloud hand with backed up with some relevant pieces of interaction. Reading Carbozo on the French Discord last night saying how he thinks Hand of Vecna is just a bad weak card. It's a bad card in some matchups, fair matchups that you draw it naturally. You're going to be a little sad to draw it on occasion. But on the counterpoint, it is the best possible fucking card you can put in your deck to beat the combo decks and the Isusa decks. Like, it is just massive percentage points for such little deck building cost. I think this hand kind of blows. No 1-drop. I mean, we have, like, the lands to play Cloud into hand, but we have, like, no real nice points of interaction. If I hit the mulligan button, we have a 1-lander. I'm just going to cry about it a lot. We have to on thin ice like a Delighted Halfling or something. Like, they don't have turn 1, turn 2 Isusa. We just go Cloud into hand, and then on the Isusa turn we can on thin ice it and start setting up. I don't know. It's not true that we don't have a 1-drop. You're right. Sorry. I can cast on thin ice on turn 1. Yeah, this is definitely like not a good hand, but I'm like waffling on. It's like maybe borderline keepable. It is nice that like we also have Ranger Captain to eventually set up like a Cloud Alpha with like Ranger Captain for Benevolent Bodyguard and like smash through like a board that has a couple of creatures. I think we'll keep this. I'm not thrilled about it, but on the play, I don't know how much extra juice you need to fight Isusa. This hand would be definitely much nicer with like a Basri or an Ocelot Pride or like a Mother of Runes or something. Skrelv. Who did Skrelv defect to? He's like anti-Phyrexian, isn't he? Isn't his whole deal? Like all of the mites work for Elishnorn, but Skrelv defected. Like a really tiny Urabrask. I don't know the lore. Is this League 2 or is my Professor potential? This is match 3. I'll believe you. Good. I'm the foremost expert in Magic lore. You should trust me at all times. Alright, well, my opponent's deciding their opening hand. Let's look up Skrelv lore, huh? MTG Skrelv. Damn it. Instantly show up every time. Let me look up Skrelv on the fandom Wikipedia page. There is just about no lore. This page is so small. That's it. He's worthless and defective and should have been harvested for parts. So yeah, it seems like he's a defective mite that leaves the Phyrexians, though, yeah. You should run the MTG wiki instead of the fandom. I choose whatever I find on Google. What do you expect? He's just a little guy. Am I supposed to Cloud for hand here, or just on thin ice this? I feel like on thin ice this kind of just time walks me. but also letting them cast Isusa a turn ahead of schedule also time locks me. But then we can, like... on the nice the Isusa afterwards. I don't know. Next turn you can at least play Paladin on the nice. Yeah, but how good is that even? And they just cast Isusa again at that point. Removing the Isusa and not advancing your board state is usually like not a great plan. Because they already just get so ahead the turn that they play the Isusa. I think maybe I'm supposed to just ignore it and try to smash with Cloud. Low confidence here. Maybe we'll just top deck like City of Traders. Could try to pivot into a Skull Clamp game, but that seems pretty bad when we don't really have anything that pushes that plan. They let us hit once, then Galadriel's dismissal them. Easy. Dismissal the halfling on upkeep? That seems like a choice. Oh, they didn't have land 2. Well, now they... oh, they... oh, well, this... I had a range of emotions here. Wait, no, they hit, but they played the maze instead. Okay, interesting. So now we really want to kill the halfling because it takes them down to 1 mana this turn. I think it's just pure steel time. Start trying to like have hand and sword to threaten multiple things. It's on thin ice the halfling and play pure steel. Yeah. And it starts like cantripping, hopefully hitting more land drops, stuff like that. Attack out of spite. It would be nice to have in this format fucking Wasteland. We're playing against the Isusa deck that, like, plays a bunch of Crucibles and Isusa and, like, extra lands, and you want to give them Wasteland? Just so we can answer their Mazavith? That sounds absolutely suicidal. Land, please? Easy. It's so fucking free. I guess we just play Hand of Vecna. Doesn't really matter what we equip to. Oh, right, that's not how that works. Whoops. So if we draw land, we can Glimmerlens Sword and start shoving. Or just draw like Dust Bowl or Tech Edge and fucking get them. Uh-oh. Beseiju? Glacial Chasm? Planar Nexus. That's kind of scary, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana? That's like not a million. Do I just shove? Just like Glimmerlens, sort of Fire and Ice? Suit up, shove all? Draw another card? I feel like we're getting Ugin. Shut up! I don't want to hear it. We don't have a plan against Ugin, so it doesn't exist. It's possible we could leave up Galadriel's Dismissal, but without an answer to Mazavith, the Galadriel's Dismissal doesn't really save us. Can we beat Ugin? I don't think that's correct. I think we'll lose as soon as they put it into play, but I applaud your optimism. We get boots, and then the Cloud dies again. I mean, I guess if we like hit a bunch of land drops, maybe we're gonna draw some cards. Boots plus hand plus like bodyguard. Maybe there's a world where we can fit all that in, but and they're like tapped out so they can't pay for the whatever. I'm casting my spells. They don't have anything. I should have played sword first, I think, in case I drew like a 1-drop equipment instead. Then I could potentially Galadriel's Dismissal or Bodyguard. Like this Ghost Vacuum. They have to decide what manner of like Maze of Ith plus block, maybe Maze of Ith plus take 12 and keep Isusa in play. Nope, that's fine. Everybody in chat shut up about the Ugin. It's not happening. They don't have it. Lynn should be on Cloud. Ah, shit, you're right. I should have drawn 2 cards. Whoops. Can we shut up about all the cards that kill me? They don't have any of them. Their hands stone cold blanks. Trust. Everybody shut the hell up. Okay, that could have gone worse. I mean, it also could have gone better, but like... Get in. Damn. Get in Forgiver? Ooh. Oh, you're cooking. You're cooking. Is Get in Forgiver is not lethal, right? We can only have 18, right? No, we can only have... Wait, if I don't play my land for turn, go to 6, go up to 7, play down to 6, no, then I only have 7 cards. It's 14, 15, 16. I mean, I guess the captain also attacks, though. Can also use the dismissal to protect the giver from blast zone. Yeah. All right, so we do have to. I think we do have to play the land then. 6 cards would be 14, 15, 16, 17. We'd actually be 1 off lethal if we have 6 cards in hand when we go for the kill. Unless we could equip the Sword of Fire and Ice to the Ranger Captain potentially. Yeah, we could equip the Sword of Fire and Ice to like the Ranger Captain. I think that lethals. Hard to math at all. We also play the Mishra's Factory for more. I guess I'm supposed to attack first, huh? attacking. I'm like down way more on clock than they are. I'm in a really slow night, but I guess it doesn't matter that much. Giver of Runes. Let's give some runes, and I think hold up Galadriel's Dismissal. In case something goes, like, cataclysmically wrong. Dismissal protects Giver from Blast Zone, yeah. Which is kind of important. Courser. Sure. That gums up my ability to literally kill them. Although I can just lay down arms it potentially, but we'll just have to see what happens here. They play a land that does nothing. They gain a life, though. Important. They do have Blast Zone activation up. They also get back their Delighted Halfling, which is kind of a nightmare. In terms of, like, killing them. We know they're drawing Exploration next turn, which is good for me. Because we can just lay down arms the Courser. Yeah, it looks like they're Blast Zoning. No? Oh. Yes. Alright, so this is going to kill the Giver and the Onthanice. So in response, we will Galadriel's Dismissal our Giver of Runes. We don't just win here, right? This is lethal for 2 turns now. Is it even lethal over 2 turns? Because we can't get through the halfling twice. Equip sword. The sword's just gonna fall off when they maze. And I have to give pro colorless. The Sword of Fire and Ice will de-equip. Obviously, their top card is Exploration, so we can buy a turn, lay down armies in the Courser, but we can't punch through the Halfling twice. Lens will not fall off, but it also doesn't do anything. Obviously, if I'm not doing anything else and I want to spend the mana, I will Lens. Let's start with this, because I think this is always step 1, so they draw a blank next turn. I think it might just be Sword of Fire and Ice on Ranger Captain, Glimmer Lens on Cloud, attack both, see what happens. I think they just always chump block here and Maze of It the Ranger Captain. That means equipping the Sword of Fire and Ice is worthless. Could also send the Factory, yeah. And the port stops Factory, also true. I could just, like, make a guy, right? If I play City of Traders, I hold up, make a guy. This never sets up lethal, though. If I force the activation on the Ranger Captain, no. I'm like burning a bunch of cards in my hand on Cloud. I am gonna like draw. I'm gonna reload here this turn, so I think I just go to combat here, which means I shouldn't have done some of that pre-combat, but whatever. Only swinging for 13, but we are also like reloading pretty well here. Maybe even want the Ghost Vacuum in play this turn to make sure that they can't like get back the Blast Zone and stop the Giver plan to beat the Maze of Ith. Do we have lethal next turn? Drawing to 7 cards in hand. This will be 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 with the Mishra's Factory. It's only lethal if I don't play the Vacuum, right? Or a land. Although they can always put Isusa into play to, like, stall me for a turn. Although if I can, like, if I can get up to a lethal cloud alone, I can Benevolent Bodyguard. But I can't really do that when they're in 19. Yeah, the Sword Equip is free now, but I can only put it on Cloud, because this thing is pro-colorless. I mean, I guess I could play Bodyguard and put it on the Bodyguard. Attack with, like, 3 things next turn. But then I don't get to... I could play just, like, Spew. Just take 2 turns to win this game. I think I have to take 2 more turns to win this game. So we just, like, spew everything. We sack the trigger. No, because the hand triggers on beginning of combat. Glimmerlands triggers on attack. Is there a world where I could have, like, Lazotep Quarry, sack Cloud, replay Cloud, do something? Oh, fuck me. They had that in their hand the whole time? Alright. So we shift gears to the... Armageddon plan now? I think I'm gonna eat this Echoing Deeps, because it, like, is more scary than the Blast Zone in terms of comboing with the Glacial Chasm. Alright. Just send to draw 2, and then maybe Lazotep Quarry Cloud just to go get Clamp. Flare's good for when we find the Get-In. Do I just dig as deep as possible for the Get-In here? It means that I don't get to, like, draw 2 with the Glimmerlands. I just don't think that really matters at this point. I don't even know. I have so much shit. We're just gonna play out more stuff this turn, although then if they to kill them in 4 minutes, which should be fine. I just need to, like, clamp my stuff faster. To go find the Get-In. Yeah, sure. Oh, the Quarry tap is fun. Geddon? Enlightened Tutor does not find Geddon. It does not find anything that answers Chasm either. Jolting the Cat means I can't get in this turn, though, right? I can just never. So I may as well just... Yeah, I'll just draw 2 again, though. I maybe should have played Nesting Bot and clamped it, but whatever. I should Solitude the Isusa too, but it's fine. Solitude in hand for, like, killing the Isusa post-Geddon, maybe. I'm not even activating this, hang on, I should activate this Skull Clan, or this Ghost Vacuum on the Blast Zone. Oh, yeah, definitely. Seems very important right now. Could have been very bad. We can Skyclave the Conduit at least. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We're just gonna time out now. Because there's just no get in. We're literally just gonna time out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, sure, whatever. If we draw the get in, we still kill them at 7 life here. I think I just recruit. Oh, I had 1 mana left. Whoops. Stupid scroll bar. Recruit another guy. Hunted Witness. Oh shoot, forgot about that. So World War where we just make them pay for Glacial Chasm and let them die? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think I kind of have to. I don't know why I killed that Isusa. We have like Reverend Mantra to just like Giga Lethal them. You casting something? Oh, sure, whatever. Oh yeah, if that was going to 4. I should not have ousted. They just got like a free turn. I can just F6 this turn though. Then the chasm dies. Got like 8 mana Ugin me. Kozilek's command? I can't be Kozilek's command, right? Took too many guys to attack into. Fuck does this do? Primeval Titan for Thespian stage? Vesuva for Glacial Chasm? I don't think that's fine with 45 seconds on my clock. Oh, it's Eye of Ugin. Oh, we can Disruptor Flute that. Oh god, they got Yavimaya. Oh, that's a fucking punk ass move right there. Yavimaya to time me more. Hold W when tapping under Yavimaya. Interesting. Can we lethal them with Reverent Mantra? Do we have to Reverent Mantra? Can we attack all? Block, block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have to Reverent Mantra, right? We don't have to hand. Takes too long. Wait, turn off auto yields. I think I need to Ghost Vacuum this Glacial Chasm. Oh, it's Ulamog the Cecil's Hunger, huh? I don't know if I'm gonna have time for this. I think I have to Reverent Mantra and Static Present the Ulamog. Yeah. Got him. Not even worried. Not even worried that we didn't find our Geddons in the top 60 cards of our deck. Max speed. I think we're finally going to speed 2, actually. But... oh, God. Whew. I think we would have timed out if I had Rever Mantra. We drew Plow, though. Because it's not lethal if they have Maze, right? If they Maze this and then block the Solitude, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Yeah, we needed to be able to remove both walkers. And I think I might have timed out if I had to cast Rever Mantra instead of the Plow that we drew. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. Alright, let's run a giveaway so I can run to the bathroom and take a little breather from that match, huh? Remember the W thing? I've already forgotten the W thing, don't worry. I'll never do it again. I didn't even do it that time. Exclamation point giveaway. Timeout. We're giving away 120 play points. Type timeout in the chat. What does W do? I think it auto uses mana or something. I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, everybody type timeout. I'm gonna take a timeout and go to the bathroom while that's running. Yeah. We had a real close match. Real stressful one. That's what I get for streaming. People explaining how the W prompt, the W key works. Works with artifacts made for overplaying Yogg. Yeah, I guess we gotta do like loops like that. I think I knew the W key back when I played Bomberman, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. The W is the first mana on land. There's a different key to like auto pay ability, I think, which I was using on in Bomberman. It like auto paid the white instead of like having to click on it every time. It never auto paid the colorless though. Let's try to pick up the pace. We're playing pretty slow tonight. It's kind of a chill vibe tonight, despite the incredibly stressful game where, like, we didn't draw Armageddon in 20 cards or whatever. That's just how Moto works when you have colored mana requirements that time. There's, like, a specific key that I learned when I was playing Bomberman that, like, helped you do the loop slightly faster. I don't remember exactly what it was or what it did, but I know it was there. Is it just W? But you didn't use... Oh, wait, didn't you say W, like... It's only for when you produce mana with things, right? And, like, you're never activating the ability by tapping the... Oh, it's just, if you hold W and tap and click on LED, does it auto crack for white then, maybe? Because white's at the top of the list. Okay, maybe that's what I was doing then. I don't remember. I haven't played Bomberman in... I haven't played Bomberman legitimately in, like, years. I thought there was something I was doing about, like, paying costs, but I could easily be wrong on that. My entire background just went black. I don't know why. Like, my little, like, just the screen just is... Oh, you can't see it because there's another window down here. It's just fully black now. There was, like, a background for a while, and it's gone now. Should I be concerned about that? Just completely vanished. Ooh, Kellen. Alright, time to redeem myself from last week's stream. Not with this fucking hand, I'm not. Alright, this hand is mediocre, but acceptable. We'll bottom Lazotep, I believe. It'll be nice to have a removal spell if we were at more lands, and we can just play it. If not, we want this Cathar Commander to pitch to the Solitude. We'll top deck Doom Traveler, it'll be fine. Storm players have to hold B with LED? Yeah, I'm sure that's how it works. They coded tapping for the mana to the specific letters that indicate the colors. Huge brain. I think I'm likely to just Solitude this Kellen. Obviously, depending on what I draw here, but it's probably just correct. Oh god, I forgot that we're playing against a Kellen player, so we get to take a nap, everybody. We get a break, because every Kellen player in the queues is just quadruple queuing. Joke's on me thinking that I was going to play a match of Magic. No, whenever we play against Kellen players, they play, like, abysmally slowly.
I see.
Imagine tolerating 4 formats. I mean, when you're, like, double or triple queuing, you're not in it because you're for the love of the game. You're in it for the love of having more dollars. That's why you target Duel Commander, right? They were thinking about what land to play. Come on! Pondering the gut shot in their hand. God, should I just go face right now? Should I cast my Memnite? We did see Memnite last week. Thank you. Oh man, we just drew the perfect card. It's just that easy. It even makes a lifelinker. We're so good at this game. Oh wow, that's fucked up. That's like practically cheating. I think I'd chump block the Kellen and Solitude the Coyote? That seems fine. We just Cloud for G takes, we have Formula in hand. That boy Rilla, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Everybody in chat, be sure to type in timeout to enter the giveaway. It's still running. Get your chance for 120 play points. Gotta really tank on this attack into my 1-1 with a 2-2 and a 3-2. What if I have zero cost ambush viper here? It's dangerous. Not exclamation point timeout, just type the word timeout. One word. Kellen! Kellen's in the chat right here! Look, you're in play! Oh no, that's an E. Kellen. Sorry. Not Kellen.
Here, go to your dad.
I don't want her.
Go to your dad.
Yeah, I think I'm just chump blocking the Kellen and solitude the Coyote here. It's possible I just don't even want to solitude the Coyote. Save the solitude for like a more relevant thing, like some big scary 3 or 4 drop. We can just like take 2 here, and we have a 2-1 to put in front of the Coyote and a 1-1 to put in front of the Kellen, and still have the solitude. That seems maybe better. And we'll have Formal Wear for the Cloud. We'll have GTA in hand to set up for future turns. Yeah, save it for like the Raptor, the 3-drop like dinosaur guy, Screaming Nemesis, stuff like that. I will block though. I will lightning or healing salve. Do we get Masterwork? I think I'm just gonna get GTA. If I if I cast Formal Wear next turn, I'm just gonna get back the Cloud and go get Masterwork anyway. And I'm never casting Masterwork next turn anyway. So I think I just grab GTA on the offhand that they like don't attack with anything next turn. On the off chance, not on the offhand, whatever. Everybody gets it. Oh shit, it resolved. It's like they wait for me to stop paying attention. No reason to broad. And that also is true. Like, they could, like, not think about 4 more and just send all because we didn't grab 4 more, and then we just get them with natural 4 more. Pretty slick. What you got for me? So, Spirit Deal. Who knows how much clock they burned to do it? True. Alright, sure. I think this is probably the solid. This feels close to the solitude turn. I guess they're going to attack all and they'd rather me not gain 1 life, right? You have priority! Why are we holding priority on your own Wild Slash? We're killing all my things? We are killing all my things, alright. So we're definitely solituding then. Only having 1 creature is a little scary versus a Kellen. I think I'm supposed to kill this Monastery Swift Spear. The ring tempts you. Does mean that the Kellen becomes unblockable. They have to pay 2 mana to draw a card. I don't know how much I actually care about that. Unblockable by creatures with greater power, right? That's how this works? I forget. Google. The ring tempts you MTG. Cannot be blocked by creatures with greater power. Okay, so it does effectively become unblockable. Got it. So I could just kill the Kellen instead and leave the Swift Spear in play. Maybe that's worth it. A thing being unblockable kind of sucks, because it just damage this turn plus next turn. I don't want them to necessarily draw a card. We're just gonna form more back cloud, go get Masterwork here. Just like every single time. Really tanking on which creature to... I mean, this is actually a decision point, in fairness. There's a little bit of nuance here. I think you make you want to make your worst creature the ring bearer, because it's the one I most want to kill because it has like near unblockable. But like if they make Kellen the ring bearer and I play another like Hunted Witness, then it really sucks for them too. So I think Coyote is gonna be the ring bearer. In which case, do I still Solitude it, or do I just Solitude Swift Spear? I guess this is just... Nope, they made Kellen ring bearer. Alright, cool. I'll just kill the Kellen. There we go. If they tap out, we Jite. If they tap out and don't kill my cloud, we Jite. If they do, we just Masterwork and hold up a Ganjo probably. Spike, deal. One card in hand. I feel like we just gotta send. If they could kill the cloud, they would just kill it in attack. I feel like I'm just jamming here. If they have Lightning Bolt, they're just always going to bolt and attack me for like 5 there, right? So they're just like Giga Braining me, but then I just don't really care because they time locked themselves. Do they know about the Jite? They do know about the Jite. I think this like doesn't really matter that much. Maybe they have like a Braid, but then this has Vigilance. I guess then they get to like kill the Cloud Island, but then it's the same as trading, except they missed damage. Alright, they're dead. Cool. Hey, they died. Oh, they just they just conceded the whole match. That's the triple cures for you, huh? They're just, I'm down game 1 against Cloud. It's not worth my time. I'm never gonna win. All right, let's end the giveaway here. Get your last timeouts in. Chance at 120 play points. Our incredible near timeout against Isusa, where we had like 1 second left on the clock because we didn't draw one of our 2 get-ins in God knows how many cards. Normal Kellen play patterns. I mean, yeah, if you're registered Kellen and you play against Cloud and you lose game 1, it's just like, hey, this ain't worth my time. Even if you aren't like triple queuing. Alright, let's end the giveaway. Giveaway. Who wins? Mush, 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 mush. You are the winner. Maybe one day you'll get play points. I mean, yeah, you come by every week. Pretty good odds. We usually only get like 10-ish entries, I feel. You did, in fact, win. Congratulations. Let me make sure this is the right code. I sent this previous one off. Yep. It's this one. Not. Whisper. This is the first time I've won it of like 10. I have evidence. I'm staring at this chat where I've sent you a playpoint code 3 months ago. Verifiably false. Alright, let's play for the trophy, huh? Did you miss it? You just never actually... You just never cashed that one in? I have no ability to confirm when people cash them in or not. No, the codes expire at the end of the month if you don't use them. You've not won one in 4 months? I probably could verify that, but I think you're right. Oh, TV MRL. I see this person a lot in like top 8s with Felia, so this is gonna be quite the match. God, can we cut it out with these one land? This kid's so good. I really want to keep this on the draw. I'm gonna keep this one. Maybe this is greedy, but like this hand is really good against Felia. It's that easy. Colorless land's actually pretty bad, but at least it's a land. Would love a colored land off the top, though. That'd be nice. Damn. Colorless land disguises the tithe. They're just going to play the Felia around the tithe. It's going to be terrible. I was really looking forward to mana tithing this Felia, and then they drained the magistrated me. I think I just pass here. I think there's no reason for me to play anything. I do kind of want to kill the Draneth. There's a world that they play a 3-drop and I just mana tithe it. Sure. We may mana tithe this Felia yet. I wonder if they're like huge brand. No, you just never cast Felia here, right? In response to the plow. We also have to march for the Felia if they do decide to do that. Land, 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 land. Nice. Unfortunately, we have the incredibly conspicuous position of, I guess we can cast nothing here and we can march the Felia. What if they, like, huge brain me? Then we just march it, pitching the mana tithe or whatever. If I cast the Hunted Witness. That might be actually the correct play, low and all. Maybe they just crack Clue here? Nope. Obviously, SJ Luck would double, just rip the colored land. Easy peasy. I think I'm just having to pass this next turn too, though, is the awkward thing. Because they can just recast the Felia and we just have to march it. We'll just rip another land, it's fine. I don't actually really know what that does for me, but we certainly drew it. I mean, we could just Cloud Clamp. I think I'm just doing that next turn, though. I think I'm just happy marching the Felia. You give them an extra clue to Clamp Witness. What happens if when they just like untap and play like a really fucked up 3 or 4? They just untap and play like Palace Jailer or Skyclave Apparition or... Yeah, they have a lot of other things they can do when they untap with all of their mana. You'd rip Solitude off of the Skull Clamp? That's a pretty good line. Die. Felia won't fucking stay dead. Is it? It seems like it's still losing. I mean, if I could guarantee that Solitude White card was on the top of my deck on that Skull Clamp turn, I might have done it. It just uses your mana better, progresses the state of the game a lot nicer. Are we gonna cast a 6-mana Felia with the Crystal Vein this turn? What if we just Andurilled them? I guess we just make like 2 tapped 1/1s. That's not very good, huh? Seems a lot worse than casting the card Skull Clamp. What if we GT them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 3 cards in hand. 3's like kind of a lot. They are pretty bad at instant speed interaction, though. GT's... I don't hate that line. We're kind of on the back foot here if we just, like, clamp some. If they have removal spell, then they're not Feliaing me. And then we are untapping with, like, a Cloud and a GT still. Obviously, we're at 4 lands, which is kind of unfortunate, but... I don't hate it. This is like Solitude mana, which isn't great, but... The hell is this? Oh. Fair enough, I guess? Plotted means I can't cast until next turn? Yeah, on a later turn. Okay, sure. Can't cast it this turn, but leave it exiled, yeah. Play my Hand of Vecna, give +1/+1. Probably much better to just play this Anduril, huh? My Cloud disappeared and I got really scared for a second. But that's just because you can like only cast it at sorcery speed or whatever. Even though I can't cast it this turn at all. My opponent is attempting to read my card, which was their first mistake. I love the Cloud just jumping back and forth constantly. As I lose and gain priority on my main phase. We could like Cloud Boots, make a million guys. It's probably worse than just GTA. I mean, obviously, we got a whole turn to see what our plan is. They might cast some spells that make me inclined to do one thing over another. You got it. They can't Dust Bowl me and Command Beacon Felia. They're 1 mana off. Staff, sure. What do we take up for Ghost Sword? Feast and Famine. It's a weird amount of and choices of mana to leave up. They're not threatening, so they're not Dust Bowling me probably because they want to draw a card, but like they could threaten the ability to Felia me, and they're actively choosing not to do that. I mean, I think there's no reason you would ever just not tap Dust Bowl here. I think we just have to go for the GTA line, honestly. They have 2 cards in hand only. I mean, I guess we could not go for the GTA line for a turn, specifically because they're not threatening the Felia on me this turn, but I don't know. Do we want to clamp instead? We do get to just like draw a million cards, and we're not under a ton of pressure. Maybe the clamp plan is actually just better here, huh? Clamp plus Ghost Sword is pretty good, yeah. We could like Ghost Sword attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd have to like sack the Crystal Vein if we wanted to draw cards, though. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts us down on a lot of material in play. It's probably like Cloud, Clamp, Hunted Witness, cast Pride, or maybe even like Clamp Cloud to draw 4, cast Pride or something. We'll probably draw a land, right? Who knows? Maybe they have like a reprieve or whatever. Clamp Cloud is where you'd start. Ghost Sword plus Pride does go a little crazy if we get there. Switch free config, land. These are nice. So free config's not as good when they like have decent chunk of bodies in play. Ravages could be good if we like really want to set up here. But I think I want to just clamp again and play Pride. Really dig for like more interaction. You'd Pride first in case of Mana Tithe. What if we draw something that we don't? Yeah, probably. Concerned with them blowing up my clamp, so I think I just want to like draw 6 while I can. Ooh, alright. These are good ones. These are a motley crew of very solid cards here. What do you have? Wandering Emperor. Interesting. Good thing we didn't go for the GTA line. I gotta start playing at my next turn. They only have 2 cards. It might just be like Andoril, Pride, send, make a like 1,000 guys and get in them. Getting them forces them to like cast the Felia and we can portable hole it too. We just like float a bunch of mana. We have flagstones too and they don't. Ghost Sword, Pride, hand. I mean, these are all cards that synergize. I don't know if we're gonna get this hand into play anytime soon in this match, but Ranger for Guide Pride, maybe? I mean, we might have to hand to buff the Ocelot Pride enough to attack into this board. Who knows? Yep, Ranger Captain for Guide Pride. Sure. Does hand effect no, then we can't get in them. I really want to get in them here if I can. I can cycle Basri to keep my Ocelot Pride alive when it attacks. wait, that's actually kind of sick. Is that better? That's probably worse than hand effecting them though, huh? If presuming that they can't really block it. Make another thing, sure. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. If we draw a land and go to 8, actually no, 7 should be enough, right? Hand Ravage. Oh no, because we need to equip that Andoril. I think I really want to Ravages them this turn. I don't like that they're leaving up a mana. That makes me unhappy. Maybe they'll just cast the Pride post-combat. It's fine. Yeah, I'm not doing anything there. Nice. They made a Samurai there for sure casting Pride. I guess that's fair, huh? I do feel strongly pressured to cast Armageddon here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. There's a world that we can equip and like swift reconfig our way out of something. Equip Soldier and it can die. I suppose that is not unreasonable. Am I worried about that not being enough? I guess we make like 2 cats and 4 spirits. We also actively don't want Pride Touch for Emperor. It's at 2, notably. I think I kind of want to oust their Pride. If they just have like land though, then ousting the Pride's really bad. Because they can replay it very easily. And trigger more life gain. Like Guide of Souls and shit. It is sad not having Pride equipped. I mean, we could, like, attack first strike and then reconfigure our own Ocelot Pride. Just have the City's Blessing on our emblem. And have... But that only works with our, like, 1 lifelink soldier the following turn or something. This is a hard turn. I hate tanking in the mono white mirrors too. Step 1. I think step 2 is just send at Emperor and see what happens. They'll just, like, stack block with a bunch. We will get to kill a bunch of it, notably. Do they have good blocks for free configuration on their creature? Can't save Pride. I don't think so. Like, they don't have enough first strikers, if that's what you mean. I just get to, like, kill 2 things and then switch reconfig my own Ocelot Pride. But I guess, yeah, the sword falling off is kind of bad, huh? Maybe we're supposed to just equip a soldier and send? Just trades with, like, almost nothing, though. I am worried about, like, Guide Pride plus this Emperor trigger killing me, though. I guess maybe we should have ousted the Pride. We can't now, though. In fact, maybe I'm supposed to equip Send, Oust Pride? Buy me some turns. This is a hard, really hard turn to navigate. Really unfortunate. There's a world that we don't Ravages here because they're so down on cards. That maybe we could just cycle. We could get away with, like, cycle Basri. Block. They're so down on cards. Maybe we're not supposed to get in this turn. If we cycle Basri, cracking Crystal Vein, and then we, like, Portable Hole Oust. Triple block is like heinous throw. You need to put more things in front of this. Yeah. Wait, no, that doesn't do it. Okay, that's better. Cycle Basri for the content. It would be sick. Cycling Basri for the content is pretty hype. Just putting more things in front of it, sure. I don't have to, like, move these guys around now, right? I just get to, like, check boxes. Click boxes on which ones I'm killing. Jolted Awake doesn't solve the mana issue, right? I guess I could just Jolted Awake the Ocelot Pride, huh? Just let it die and Jolted Awake it back. That's not bad either. Costs me a lot less mana than cycling Basri, but I'm not using this Crystal Vein for a lot else. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana afterwards, so even if they Dust Bowl me, we can still, like, Ravages the following turn. Still unequipped. Yeah, I think I do, like, cycle Basri, sacking. Opponent failed to read my card. Couldn't. Who amongst us? Might draw land off Basri. That's true. All right, I'm in for cycling this stupid thing. If nothing else, then for the content. Oh, we drew a land. Sick, nasty. Kill Ranger Captain and one thing, I guess. Do I even want to play this land? Kind of want to Portable Hold the Staff of the Storyteller and oust the Pride, huh? I don't know if any of their shit matters. I can also hold up Switch Reconfig. Jolted Awake doesn't really do anything. The Guide is scary too, though, right? I guess? Yeah, it jumps things. Yeah, you're right. trying to think of which one I don't want them to draw. No, because they can just draw into the other thing with the staff. So I can't get rid of the other one, like, ever. I mean, I guess they're, like, kind of strapped for gaining life if I kill the Pride, or if I kill the Guide of Souls, right? If I take the... Oh, God. Save Oust to gain life next turn. We can always suicide the Soldier token to gain life next turn. I just know I decided to do this badly, I guess. I don't think the new Ghost Center tapped. Yeah, they're just gonna draw this Guide of Souls again and then play it and then jump their things. I guess I don't oust. I don't Jolted Awake, which means I clamp. Does this has to copy? Yeah, trade a token that's copy of it, so I can't clamp anything or else I don't get copies of it. Is that correct? I need them in play. I don't really want to clamp my Soldier token, I don't think. I don't think I want to Jolted Awake. I don't think I want... I could just oust like a token, but that seems pretty bad. I hate all of my decisions here. I'm just gonna pass. I don't know. I need to stop wasting time. Jumping things isn't like the worst on this Guide of Souls, because we're gonna get like spirits every turn. Yes, you did miss the giveaway, unfortunately. God, what a fucking nightmare of a game, huh? I think I was supposed to portable hold the staff and oust the Pride. I don't know. I think I'm just double blocking some of the stuff. I think I'm just 17. This is an interesting choice of attacks here. Just send all. Jump the Aven Interrupter, maybe? Oust for Felia since we didn't Ravages. That's fair, yeah. If they just hold up 6 mana to Felia, I can Ravages plus oust it. Alright, what are we jumping here? We might even oust like a jumped token down the road. Or like a 4/4 Aven Interrupter or some shit. Probably jump a Samurai. Then then I get to kill their Aven Interrupter at least. But it might make sense to like just generate more flyers, I don't know. What does this attack mean, though? Send all is, like, kind of scary. Jump a spirit. Interesting. I think this is fine. Take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to 9. They don't have any good blocks on the Ocelot Pride anymore, so it just kind of gets to clean up. Opponent says, oh no, the O-Right was for the Anduril. Oops. You have 6 mana here. Thinking about what to do with the Emperor. I think they should have just started the turn drawing a card off staff, right? I guess maybe they really... If they want to cast Felia that bad, they can always sack the Crystal Vein or the Command Beacon. It's time for Samwise so we can tempt Spirit Tokens into being legendary. Or tempt the Pride into being legendary. I wonder if I was supposed to just like Jolted Awake Basri here, just to, like trade off with the Samurai or something. 3 cards in hand. Yeah, part of the unfortunate reality is that I can't really protect this Ocelot Pride very well. Which is, it's like if they find a removal spell, we just fucking die. Depending on what it is, we can swift reconfig it and then start suiting up the soldier, casting our oust on our own stuff like that. Warp Shepherd, huh? Okay. You're getting like Bodyguard to put in front of the Pride? Have a good plan for that, actually. And they're holding up Command Beacon Felia here. God damn it, I gotta like tank on this turn too. We switch reconfig, and then they just like block and sack the Bodyguard artifact and give my the blocking thing per white. And they deal no damage. Warp out. Sit here, tank on the Swift reconfig. Our turn most surely starts with Ravages and mana floating. But then, yeah, then what? They cast Felia in response. We have 2 mana left over. We kind of have to, like, answer the Felia and the Bodyguard. And, like, we can't really attack with the Pride. I guess maybe we oust the Bodyguard, send flyers at the Wandering Emperor. We can oust Felia, then Swift Reconfiguration in response when they save. That's true. They don't have to do that all at once, though, right? Because they can always animate the Felia and then... Ah, fuck it. I'm taking too long on this game. I'm tired. We'll see. They also, like, don't even have to cast the Felia. They can just put it in hand and float the mana on. If I pass priority, then I just have nothing. I don't have a good attack. Like, if I just go to attacks here, what happens? I just don't have anything? If I oust the Bodyguard here, then they sack it, and then I can maybe not do anything with the Pride this turn, but that might not matter. I might have enough other material to be fine. Configuring whatever they target, I guess, does work, huh? No, because then they cast the Felia. They can play around it. We can start clamping. We might have to. Yeah. Sure. We'll see what they do. If they're smart, they can animate the. They can crew the swift reconfig thing with their creatures. Oh no, they won't have enough. They'll only have 4. Oh, nice. They did this in like the worst way possible for them. This does actually kill my Ocelot Pride, though, huh? Get to kill the Guide of Souls, though? It's like kind of bad. Can't the Ghost kill her? I guess we could just attack with the Soldier, huh? Oh no, then we don't get the guys, though. We only get 2 cats? Fuck. Kind of want to kill this Guide of Souls, though. Can we win with just, like, this board state? Probably not, with them animating Felia and... Yeah, I guess we can Jolt it Awake the Pride next turn, too. Potentially. Yeah, they double block. We have to kill the Guide. If we draw a land there, we could Jolt it Awake back the Ocelot Pride there. It'd be insane. Vigilant Samurai is kind of obnoxious too. Means I can't like attack with the Soldier token and Jolt it Awake back the Pride very successfully. I mean, it's probably worth the exchange. If we draw a land, we just start clamping, I think. I mean, it's probably worth just like clamping that turn anyway. God, I hate the mono white mirrors are so fucking brutal in this format. Yep. What do you flicker here? My lifelink token? This is game 1, yes. Sure. Land is good for me. It means I think we just equip Andoril to one of my spirits and start attacking. So we just have a bunch of blockers. Oop, nope. I think they honestly might have wanted to crew with the Novice Inspector and the Samurai instead. So now we have 3 blockers, so we can block the Felia, potentially. What a fucking game this is. I'm not even that far down on clock. It's just been like such a fucking nightmare of a game to navigate. If this thing dies, I'm re-equipping and attacking. If it doesn't die, I'm probably Skrelv plus Jolted Awake Pride. And obviously attacking. guess maybe I don't even Jolt Awake Skrelv. The Skrelv costs life. It's a pretty precious resource right now, although protecting the thing holding the Anduril is also big. Maybe I don't Jolt it Awake, maybe I Clamp. I Clamp a tapped Spirit after attacking, just to see if I can hit another land drop. Can you open a few more zones so the board is smaller? Yeah. Oh, I don't actually have the emblem zones, the emblems that affect zones open. None of this matters. I can't actually close this, huh? There you go. There's the listening only icon by your name, Matt, man. How do you even know? I think I just have to start blocking, like, everything. To make sure I don't die. 1, yeah. 1, 4, 5. Yeah, next I'm bringing back the Pride to start gaining life. Ooh, okay, but it's a plow. That's good for me. That means we gain life, too. It's actually huge. Because we had to make cats now. I don't think I Clamp. I think I just want more blockers. Skrelv can't block, but it can protect my Anduril creature, importantly. I'm going to chump block the Spirit token if it attacks. I'm going to suit up the Pride again. Skrelv. Oh, Skrelv makes attacking tokens? I don't think that matters. They're 27. Killing them is nice, but I do need to kill them eventually. Do I have to, like, pro-white my Ocelot Pride if it's a 4/2 first striker right now? Kill this, kill this. No, not as the board currently stands. I don't need to give my creature unblockable from white creatures if it's a 4/2. It's not protection. I just meant, like, are they going to be able to trade with the Pride by blocking, and then I can't activate the Skrelv after that? That's what I was trying to think about during my downtime here. But unless they play another creature. If they do play another creature, I'm just going to equip to Ocelot Pride, proactively activate the Skrelv using a white mana, attack them for 4, gain 4. What does this do? I'm just going to block this. This costs 6 mana. Oh, they're making a 1/1? Sure. They draw another card. I guess they draw a card this turn, digging for, like, Solitude or whatever. Alright, this game's over. We're in, we're in downtime. I just need to burn my clock. I need to not burn my clock. Sure. Maybe I shouldn't even be clamping. I think more line drops kills them a little bit faster. We have, like, sort of Fire and Ice and shit. I've actually caught up on time, too. That's actually incredible. Yeah, I don't really care. I'm just blocking all of this. Slot price is very stupid sometimes. This Andoril car, maybe I was just like dead fucking wrong, huh? Oh, god damn it. I just keep Andoril, Ocelot Pride 1 land, I guess. They get back their Ocelot Pride, but... I think I just have to keep exactly this, huh? At least I can F6 now, because I don't have a, I'm not holding up Skrelv to defend Ocelot Pride anymore. Recruit Solitude. Solitude Pride. We just move the Andoril over to a Spirit token. Yep. Maybe they forget about a Tithe Taker and pass the turn. Yeah, don't attack with that. I'm just going to take this now. I don't want to block it. We've gained enough life. I think they might forget. They might also not have blue card, or white card. Game 1, by the way. We did it! We won game 1! Alright, this Andoril card might be cooking, and it is really good. It's been really good in both of our Felia matches tonight, which are like some of like the most board presence-y, impactful matchups. It would have been fuck all as a sort of feasted famine in that game, that's for sure. Maybe all the Andoril believers were right. Alright, so we're like behind like 10 seconds on clock, but we have the game advantage, so we just play game 2 really, really fast and probably a little bit loose. Taking our breather here. But if we can get ahead of them on time, then like we're pretty happy. Keeping lands and spells. Lands and spells, keep. This might be bad because my opponent's gonna like run me over with Felia or whatever. Oh god, this is gonna be a real quick game, huh? Sorcerer speeding the Felia, I respect it. Oh, we have Disruptor Flute, that's big. I think this goes and gets Formal Wear? Maybe it just gets Andoril. I think I just want formal, whatever. I need to take actions fast. I should have done that in the opposite order. I should have played Doom Traveler. I mean, I guess I'm never blocking anyway, but whatever. Ouch. If I leave it under there, then they can't take my entire board. Yeah, I think I just leave it under. Whatever. We need to get ahead on clock. I should stop thinking about my turns. They Felia the Starfield Shepherd. They're gonna kill us pretty quickly, so I just need to take as many game actions as possible to prevent myself from dying horribly. Is there a world where I concede this game because they're so far behind? I don't think so. Because I just want to. I think my opponent's gonna take longer to kill me than I'm gonna take doing game actions. I don't know why I did it like this. I could have just cast this on my own turn, but whatever. Starfield Shepherd might be better than Ranger Captain for Cloud. I don't think so. Ranger Captain's a good anti-combo card, and you can just never flicker it, so it's just like 2 mana, get a plains, or 1/2, or a thing. It's not an extra body in board. It's just like 2 mana, tutor a 1-drop, right? Or a plains. Not especially thrilling. I should have blocked there. Ranger Captain is also just like meat on board. This thing costs like 800 mana. You're just paying 2 mana to go tutor a 1-drop. Ranger Captain at least like puts bodies into play. Sure, whatever. Nice of them to let me attack first. I should have mapped once. Whatever. I think I'm just gonna like kick Galadriel's Dismissal to Time Walk and then die. Wow, they give themselves a lot more triggers. I've wished I could Ranger Captain for a land a lot of the time. Yeah, but like, do you wish you could pay 2 mana to put basic plays in your hand and not develop the board at all? All right, we are up about a minute, which is good. We just have to stay that minute ahead. I think we just want removal or fast, nice aggressive hand. Oh god. This hand's a little bit awkward, but I think I'm gonna keep it. We'll rip the white source, right? Oh, I guess we portable all that. Oh nice, never mind. Clamp here? I think it's just clamp here. Theme Rip my Cloud? Sure. We can Portable Hold the Seam Rip and get Cloud back. I think I'm just sending it, letting it die. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's really fucking annoying, huh? Should have equipped first, whatever. Oh my god, are you kidding me, dude? Wait, no, I have the Ghost Vacuum. Oh, let's go! Hell yeah. Ugh. What a fucking night. When was the last time you lost a match, Cloud? I mean, I lost a match last week, right? Moving 4-1. I maybe should have made that Andorilla more clear magic card for the Blue Sky Post screenshot. Lesson learned. Sword was very big, yeah. Sword felt really good in like the creature based matchups in ways that I was not interested in getting Sword of Fire and Ice at all. Sid didn't really do anything. Tithe Taker and Basri like replaceable as they like usually were. I think Sid is probably still the worst card in the deck right now. Like, not particularly interested in that card in my deck, but it's like fine. Alright. Baz recycling for Ocelot was sick. That is true. I don't know how good it was, but we won the game that we did it. We gotta make a real clickbaity ass thumbnail, like Basri flavor text exclamation point question mark, and then like a picture of the card and like the text blurred out and like a red circle and an arrow pointing to it. Basri flavor text wins match. We get the soy face. The soy face being pointing at the card. All right. Let's remember what our matches were and then go to bed, huh? Let's make our post because it's fucking midnight. All right, it was what? Was it Felia into something else? Yeah, I think it was Felia round 1 into Leair into Isusa. Okay, some very real matchups tonight. That's good. Big fan of like just seeing 4.5 real matchups. I don't know how real we want to consider mono red, but I guess I also don't really know how real you want to consider Felia, but I think Felia is still a pretty reasonable deck. I also strongly am of the opinion that you are inting if your only goal is to win games and you are registering Felia instead of Cloud. Sorry to all the Felia fans out there. Me included, honestly. I love Felia. I wish I could play Felia again. I think Mono Red is real if you're not playing versus... Yeah, Mono Red is, I guess, a more real deck if you're not queuing into Cloud. It's just so free. Especially when you don't talk a bunch of shit about it at the beginning of the match and then lose in embarrassing fashion and make a thumbnail of you getting pied in the face by Kellen. Leair. Isusa. Kellen. Lol. And Felia. Just, wow, the Mono White Gauntlet. Man, I kind of want to title this one the Mono White Gauntlet. Or not Mono White, the Mono Color Gauntlet, I mean. But also, I do want to do the clickbait Basri title, I don't know. We got the Basri flavor text, something I genuinely didn't think I'd ever do, which is really funny. We relevantly cycled Basri, tomorrow's champion. What happened with Kellen there? They conceded after losing game 1 because they acknowledged... Likely because they acknowledged how fucking horrible the matchup is. And also because, like, 90% of Kellen players in the league queues are, like, constantly triple queuing, and it's probably not worth the life EV to continue attempting to play a game against Cloud after you've dropped game 1. They'd rather just queue up and continue the fucking grind. There's probably a good forging the shards of Narsilpon that Lackey could find. I assume that has something to do with Andoril, Flame of the West, because I don't fucking know anything about this card. Luna, you're a Lord of the Rings guy. Is it pronounced Andoril? Am I like fucking it up? Andril? Anduril? Anyway, let's go to bed. Let's find someone to raid. Andoril. Thanks. That's how you know it's late. Who's online? Is Harain somehow still online? No, the Maniac is actually logged off at midnight. But Newton is streaming. The perks of being West Coast, I suppose. Let's go raid Newton. Quality guy. Love Newton. The way you first said it is right with how the movies did it. Is this in the movies? Is it like Aragorn's sword or some shit? I don't know. Don't answer my questions. It's very funny that my Felia opponent had no idea that the tapped tokens were not attacking, because this card is completely illegible. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you had a good time. Real sweet league. We got some real good matches in, some nail biters, some like 8 million year grind fests, like 3 different matches going down to like red timers. Such is the way of Duel Commander sometimes, and I don't know about all the changes, but the Andoril change felt pretty good. I was very pleasantly surprised by how good that card felt in a lot of like the more board based matchups. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. We'll be back next week with some more Duel Commander. Also, stay tuned for some extra Duel Commander content. I'm not gonna say it yet because I collabed with another Duel Commander content creator, and hopefully they'll be putting out that piece of media soon. Who knows? I should probably ask, but I won't. So we'll see it. We'll see it soon enough. I think I did it last week, so I'm sure it's in the queues. I think that's about it. That's all I have to plug. Let's go to Newton. I'm tired. It's midnight. Thanks everyone for watching.